children. Today I am addressing you as children because I have come with a poem by from the course book of class 6 James English Reader. The poem describes also a child's imagination, and the students of class 6 are really children. They love to imagine about fairies, monsters, castles, adventures, and all these things. And nowadays, you see them in the cartoons, movies, and games. But this poem is written a long ago when there were no such entertainments, and the children used to imagine them in their mind. And the first part of the poem shows that the child dreams about these things in his at his when he is asleep in the night, and in the second part he comes down to the reality as he wakes up in the morning. The poem is written by Robert Louis Stevenson. He was a poet of 19th century, and he was born in 1850 and died in 1894. And he wrote many novels of about adventures like Treasure Island, Kidnapped, which are enjoyed by the people even now. We also read them, and I also love to read them. And the children, come, let's start the poem. A Child's Thought. At 7, when I go to bed, I find such pictures in my head: castles with dragons prowling round, gardens where magic fruits are found, for ladies prisoned in a tower or lost in an enchanted bower, while gallant horsemen ride by streams that border all this land of dreams. I find so clearly in my head at 7 when I go to bed. At 7 when I wake again, the magic land I seek in vain. A chair stands where the castle frown, the carpet hides the garden ground. No fairies trip across the floor, boots and not horsemen flank the door. And where the blue streams rippling ran is now a bath and water can. I seek the magic land in vain at 7 when I wake again. At 7 in the evening, he goes to bed. I find such pictures in my head. Which pictures does he have in his head? The pictures of castles with dragons prowling round. Castles, that means forts, which are the dwellings of the kings and nobilities in the ancient time, which were very much protected by the law, high walls, and they had everything in them like gardens, houses, and if the boy imagines that the dragons are prowling around, that means moving around for looking for prey, and gardens where magic fruits are found. There are also gardens where magic fruits can be found. Fair ladies prisoned in a tower. The beautiful ladies are prisoned by the monsters. Prison means captivated, bound, confined, and in a tower by the monsters or any bad people, or lost in an enchanted bower, or the lady is lost in enchanted. Enchanted means magical. Bower means the shady place. Here the shady place by the trees. While gallant horsemen ride by stream. Gallant means brave. Horsemen ride by streams. They move on by the streams on horses that border all this land of dreams, and it is surrounded by the streams. The land is surrounded by the streams. I find so clearly in my head at 7 when I go to bed. At 7 at night he sees all these things, imagines about these things. At 7 when I wake again. Again in the morning at 7 o'clock he wakes up, and the magic land I seek in vain. Then he sees that the magic land he imagined about was all in vain. They had disappeared from his mind. As he comes down to the reality, a chair stands where the castle frowning means actually literally means that making an expression with the eyebrows to show annoyance or irritation. But here frowning means threatening. Castle frown. Castles are very big houses, very protected places, dwelled by or decided by the nobilities, the kings and armies and all these things. So they make a feeling of fear in the minds. That is why they are threatening to the child. The carpet hides the garden ground, and in the place of garden ground there is only carpet. No fairies trip across the floor. There are no fairies trip. Trip means to move quickly. They are not moving there or dancing quickly in a quick step. And there were no fairies like who are dancing or moving on the floor. Boots and not horsemen flank the door, and in his imagination the flanks horsemen were guarding the doors of the castle, but here only boots lying there. And where the blue streams rippling ran. He saw the blue streams. Streams means small rivers. He saw rippling. Rippling means the waves made by the blow of the gentle breeze. Gentle breeze means wind, by the gentle wind. And the streams looks very beautiful by the rippling. And he saw there the streams, beautiful streams, but there is now only bath and water can. That means water can means bucket, which the water is stored in the bucket. I see the magic land in vain, all gone, disappeared. At 7 when I wake again. In vain, that means useless. That there is no existence of this magic land actually. So he realizes it when he wakes up at 7 in the morning. And the question answer part, tick the correct options. What does the child do when he wakes up? He tries to find the garden under the carpet. He tries to find the magic land he had seen in his dream. The next one is correct. He tries to find the magic land he had seen in his dream. By castle frown, the child means that the castle was old. Castle looked imposing and threatening. The next one is correct. Castle looked imposing and threatening. Answer these questions. When the child wakes up in the morning, what does he see in place of horseman? Blue stream. What does he say in place of horseman? The boots. And in the place of blue streams, he saw bath and water can. I seek in vain. What does the child seek? The child seeks horsemen and dragons, castles, uh, and all the magical things. When does the child seek it? The child seek it at night. And where is it to be found? It was to be found in his dream. What does the child mean by I find such pictures in my head? He finds the pictures in his head, but because that is not present in the reality, he cannot get it in the reality. So it is in his own head only, in his mind only. Describe any two pictures that the child finds in his head. Uh, Two pictures. One can be the castles with dragons prowling round, and the gardens where magic fruits are found, or fair ladies present in a tower. And what are the differences between the waking and sleeping worlds of the child? There is waking difference between the waking and sleeping world, that the child sees all beautiful things, fairy lands, magical lands in his imagination, but in reality they are not existed, and they are not existing, and he only sees mundane things like carpet, books and water can in his real life. So this is the explanation and question answers of this poem. If you have any queries, then you can write it in the comment section, and subscribe to my channel so that you can get other videos also. And thank you for watching. Till then, bye.